The mighty man Jay-Z has fallen. Yes, you heard that right. So stick around and see for yourself video clips of how Jay-Z was handcuffed by foreign police. Hip-hop fans around the world were left stunned and bewildered as news emerged of the dramatic arrest of legendary rapper Jay-Z in Puerto Rico. The shocking incident unfolded after the elusive star had seemingly evaded the FBI's intense investigations, linking him to the unsolved murder of his former mentor and business partner, Sean "Diddy" Combs. For years, the Jay-Z and Diddy saga has captivated the music industry and the public's imagination. Their meteoric rise to fame in the 90s and early 2000s, punctuated by their powerful business partnership and reported falling out, has long been the subject of intense speculation and conspiracy theories. But now, the story has taken an even more dramatic turn, as the 23-time Grammy winner finds himself in the clutches of Puerto Rican authorities amid swirling allegations of his involvement in Diddy's murder. How did Jay-Z, one of the most influential and celebrated figures in hip-hop history, end up in this precarious situation? What shocking revelations led to his dramatic arrest? And what could it mean for his legacy and the future of the music industry? In this exclusive, in-depth investigation, we'll delve into the stunning details of Jay-Z's downfall, unraveling the web of intrigue, betrayal, and sinister cover-ups that have put the rapper's freedom and reputation on the line. We'll hear from key sources close to the case, including law enforcement officials, music industry insiders, and even Jay-Z's closest confidants. This is a story that reaches the highest echelons of power, crossing international borders and drawing in some of the most powerful players in the entertainment world. Get ready to be captivated by this unbelievable tale of greed, deception, and the fall of a titan. Hit that subscribe button now, because you won't want to miss a single shocking revelation. To fully understand the gravity of Jay-Z's current predicament, we must first rewind the clock and revisit the rise of the two iconic figures at the center of this saga, Jay-Z and Diddy. Born Sean Carter in the Marcy Projects of Brooklyn, New York, Jay-Z emerged from humble beginnings to become one of the most successful and influential rappers of all time. Through sheer talent, ambition, and business savvy, he built a sprawling empire that encompassed music, fashion, media, and more. Meanwhile, Sean Combs, better known as Diddy, carved out his own path to greatness. Hailing from Harlem, Diddy's journey began as an intern at Uptown Records, where he quickly rose through the ranks to become one of the most powerful executives in the industry. It was in the early 90s that the two titans-to-be first crossed paths. Diddy, then the president of Bad Boy Records, took the young Jay-Z under his wing, signing him to the label and helping to launch his career. The two forged a close business partnership, with Diddy serving as a mentor and key collaborator for Jay-Z. Together, they navigated the cutthroat world of hip-hop, weathering controversies and emerging as two of the genre's most dominant forces. Jay-Z's lyrical prowess and Diddy's marketing genius made for an unstoppable combination, as they both achieved unprecedented levels of commercial success and cultural influence. The pinnacle of their partnership came in 1997, with the release of Jay-Z's seminal album, Life After Death, and Diddy's own, No Way Out. The two albums were massive commercial triumphs, solidifying their status as titans of the industry. But cracks soon began to show in their once unbreakable alliance. Rumors of creative differences, personal rivalries, and even physical altercations started to circulate, as the two alphas jockeyed for position and control. The breaking point came in 1997, when Diddy's protege, the rising star the Notorious B.I.G., was gunned down in a still unsolved murder. Diddy was devastated by the loss, and many suspected he was the intended target of the hit. In the aftermath, Jay-Z and Diddy's relationship grew increasingly strained, with the two engaging in a feud that played out in the press and on wax. The once inseparable duo seemed to be drifting apart, their joint reign at the top of the rap game coming to a turbulent end. As the rift between Jay-Z and Diddy widened, the FBI began to take a keen interest in the two moguls. Investigators had long suspected that the pair's meteoric rise was fueled by more than just raw talent and business acumen. Rumors of involvement in organized crime, money laundering, and even murder had swirled around them for years. The Notorious B.I.G.'s unsolved murder in 1997 became the focal point of the FBI's scrutiny. With no clear motive or suspect, the Bureau began to dig deeper, uncovering a web of shady dealings and potential cover-ups that pointed to the involvement of both Jay-Z and Diddy. The investigation intensified in the early 2000s as the FBI amassed a trove of evidence implicating the two rappers in a complex criminal enterprise. Wiretaps, witness testimonies, and financial records all seemed to suggest that Jay-Z and Diddy were at the center of a vast criminal conspiracy, using their music empires as a front for illicit activities. Then, in 2005, the case took an even more dramatic turn when Diddy himself was found dead, gunned down in a hail of bullets outside his New York City home. The murder sent shockwaves through the industry, and the FBI immediately launched a high-priority investigation. Investigators pored over the evidence, convinced that Diddy's death was directly linked to the web of criminality they had been unraveling. And all roads seemed to lead back to Jay-Z. Witness accounts, forensic evidence, and financial records painted a damning picture of Jay-Z's involvement in Diddy's murder. The FBI alleged that the two former partners had become embroiled in a bitter power struggle, with Jay-Z orchestrating Diddy's elimination in order to solidify his own control over the industry. As the investigation intensified, Jay-Z went to ground, evading law enforcement and disappearing from public view. For years, he managed to stay one step ahead of the FBI, leading them on a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. Then, in a shocking turn of events, the fugitive rapper's luck finally ran out. In July 2024, Jay-Z was apprehended by Puerto Rican authorities while attempting to flee the United States. According to reports, the rapper had traveled to the Caribbean island in a desperate bid to escape the FBI's dragnet. But his plans were thwarted when local law enforcement, acting on a tip from U.S. officials, moved in to arrest him. The dramatic scene unfolded at a private airstrip in San Juan, where Jay-Z had allegedly been attempting to board a chartered private jet. Eyewitnesses described a tense standoff as the rapper tried to resist arrest, only to be overpowered by the heavily armed Puerto Rican police. "It was absolute chaos," recounted one bystander. Jay-Z was yelling and cursing, trying to fight off the officers. You could tell he knew his time was up. Footage of the arrest, captured by bystanders, quickly went viral online, sparking a frenzy of speculation and analysis. In the grainy videos, a visibly distraught Jay-Z can be seen being roughly handcuffed and hustled into a waiting police van, his designer sunglasses askew and his customary cool demeanor shattered. The rapper was immediately transported to a local jail, where he was held without bail pending extradition to the United States. Puerto Rican authorities, working in close coordination with the FBI, questioned Jay-Z extensively, hoping to uncover further details about his alleged involvement in Diddy's murder and the broader criminal conspiracy. "This is a major development in a case that has captivated the nation for years," said FBI Special Agent in Charge, Michael Gonzalez, in a press conference following the arrest. "Jay-Z has managed to evade us for a long time, but today, justice has been served. We will stop at nothing to hold him accountable for his crimes." The news of Jay-Z's arrest sent shockwaves through the music industry and the public at large. Fans and critics alike were left reeling, struggling to reconcile the image of the suave, successful rapper with the reality of a suspected murderer and fugitive. Many expressed disbelief and outrage, adamantly defending Jay-Z's innocence and accusing the authorities of orchestrating a high-profile witch hunt. Others, however, saw the arrest as a long-overdue reckoning, a moment of vindication for those who had long suspected the rapper's involvement in Diddy's death and other nefarious activities. As the world waited with bated breath for Jay-Z's extradition and the start of his trial, the legal and PR teams around the embattled rapper swung into action, promising a vigorous defense and vowing to clear their client's name. The arrest of Jay-Z has sent shockwaves through the music industry and the broader public, raising profound questions about the nature of power, fame, and accountability in the modern era. For many, the downfall of the once revered rapper represents a sobering reminder that even the most successful and celebrated figures are not immune to the consequences of their actions. Jay-Z's alleged involvement in a web of criminality and the brutal murder of his former mentor and partner, Diddy, has shattered the image of the self-made, business-savvy mogul that he so carefully cultivated over the years. The implications of this case extend far beyond the fate of a single individual, however. The Jay-Z and Diddy saga has laid bare the darker underbelly of the music industry, exposing the entanglement of organized crime, violence, and corruption that has long been an open secret within the business. This is a watershed moment that could fundamentally reshape the way we perceive and interact with the music industry, said music critic and cultural commentator Allison Michaels. For too long, the titans of this industry have operated with impunity, using their wealth and influence to shield themselves from scrutiny and accountability. Jay-Z's arrest is a stark reminder that the reckoning is finally here. Indeed, the ramifications of this case could be far-reaching, potentially triggering a wider investigation into the activities of other high-profile figures within the music world. Some experts believe that Jay-Z's arrest could be just the tip of the iceberg, with the potential to uncover a vast network of illicit dealings and cover-ups that have long been hidden from public view. This is not just about Jay-Z or even Diddy, said former FBI agent Jack Simmons. This case has the potential to expose the systemic issues of greed, power, and corruption that have plagued the music industry for decades. If the authorities are able to follow the trail of breadcrumbs, we could see the downfall of entire empires. The fallout from Jay-Z's arrest has also raised questions about the broader societal impacts of the music industry's outsized influence and the idolization of figures like Jay-Z. Critics have pointed to the glorification of criminal behavior, the normalization of violence, and the perpetuation of harmful stereotypes as just some of the ways in which the industry has contributed to the erosion of social values and the widening of societal divides. For too long, we've allowed the music industry to shape our cultural narratives and set the tone for our collective values, said social commentator Erica Gomez. Jay-Z's arrest is a wake-up call, a reminder that we can no longer turn a blind eye to the corrosive effects of unchecked power and the worship of celebrity. It's time to hold these figures accountable and demand a reckoning. As the world watches the unfolding of this high-stakes legal drama, the future of the music industry and the legacies of its most powerful figures hang in the balance. The Jay-Z and Diddy saga has become a referendum on the very nature of fame, success, and the price of unbridled ambition. In the end, the outcome of this case may well determine the direction of the music industry for generations to come, shaping not just the business itself, but the broader cultural landscape that it both reflects and helps to create.